In this video, we'll model and assemble a radial ball bearing in SolidWorks from scratch. We'll create inner ring, outer ring, ball, and cage, then put everything together in an assembly. Let's get started. First, create a new part by going to File, New, and Select Part, and start your sketch on the front plane. Then use midpoint line tool from the sketch tab to draw a horizontal line centered at the origin. Next, select center line and draw vertical line starting from the origin. This will be your revolve axis. After that, click on the midpoint line and active for construction to convert it to construction geometry. Now use rectangle tool to sketch the basic shape for the inner ring profile. Once the rectangle is in place, apply the rect measurement using the smart dimension. Then draw a circle center on the vertical center line to define the ball groove. Use smart dimension again to size the circle properly. Next, select two bottom corners and apply the curves using the fillet tool in the sketch tab. Trim out any unnecessary lines with the trim entities tool. Once the sketch is clean, go to Feature and leave a feature to turn it into a 3D model. Finally, save the part as inner bearing by going to File, Save As. Next, for the outer bearing, open a new part and again sketch on the front plane. Draw a horizontal midpoint line from the origin. Then add vertical center line. Convert the midpoint line to construction geometry with the for construction option. Next, draw a rectangle to define the outer ring profile. Then place a circle along the vertical center line and set its diameter. Use fillet tool to round off the two top corners of the rectangle. Clean up the sketch using the trim entities tool. Revolve the sketch into 3D using the revolve feature. And then save the part as outer bearing. Next is the ball. Start a new part and begin sketch on the front plane. Draw a full circle center at the origin. Then draw a horizontal line across the circle to define the trim axis. Dimension the circle using the smart dimension tool. Trim the lower half of the circle using the trim entities, keeping just the upper semicircle. Now go to the feature, revolve feature to revolve the sketch and form the ball. Save the part as ball. Next is the cage. Create a new part and on the front plane, sketch the concentric circles. Add dimension to both using smart dimension. Then go to Feature, Extrude Feature to turn the ring into a 3D model. Now sketch on one of the flat faces using Sketch, New Sketch. Draw a vertical center line from the origin. Sketch a circle on the origin and define its size with smart dimension. Then add another circle center at the top of the previous one and vertical line cutting through it. Dimension the second circle using the smart dimension. Trim the sketch using the trim entities to form the cutout shape. Convert any hypercircle to construction using for construction. Cut the shape using the revolve cut from the Features tab. Now turn on the axis by selecting View, Hide or Show Items, Temporal Axis in the Heads Up toolbar. Use Feature, Circular Pattern, select the axis and pattern the cut 8 times. Hollow out the part using cell and enter your desired thickness. Save this part as sketch. Now let's go to assembly. Create a new assembly from the file menu. Insert all of the component using the insert components. Apply a matte coincident between the inner and outer ring faces. Then a matte concentric to align their centers. Use matte coincident again to align the right and the front plane of the ball using the inner bearing. Then add tangent matte between the ball and the groove on the inner ring. Pattern the ball using assembly, circular component pattern, selecting the axis and setting it to 8 instances. Right-click the inner bearing and choose float so it can rotate. Then right-click the outer ring and select fix to keep it stationary. Mate the axis of the cage with the axis of the inner ring using mate coincident. Add a tangent mat between the catch edge and inner ring surface. Then use mirror component to duplicate the catch on the other side. Finally, apply a material to each part by right-clicking on the part name and choosing Material, Edit Material. And that's it. You have successfully created and assembled a radial ball bearing from scratch in SolidWorks. If this video helped, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more mechanical design content. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next one.